Good afternoon, class. My name is Carrie Amos. This is my week 1 video discussion for the PM691 course. This week's discussion was over time management, and we were to choose a topic that we wanted to discuss in the time management realm. I chose to go over the schedule compression. One of the reasons that I chose this is I've been on several projects that have had required changes that we needed to make adjustments for, and so learning how to properly compress time, compress the project to meet the time standard was something that I thought was pretty relevant. One of the biggest things about that is that I had a note that I said that time can be the enemy if it's not monitored closely. So if you don't monitor the time, these things can creep up on you and you end up behind and your project is late, whatever your deliverable is, and you can't meet the company key stakeholders or the client's needs. And so therefore your project is a failure. The importance of it is that it can't be emphasized enough. Adequate time management requires detailed planning, scheduling, monitoring, and control the process deliverables in a set time frame. Many projects fail due to one of the most basic planning, and that's having an unrealistic time frame. That unrealistic time frame can be set by either the stakeholders or the clients, or poor planning by the project managers. We must understand that as a project manager, it's our job to not just take that and actually develop a proper time frame to meet the deliverables. Going into schedule compression, it's basically the techniques to use to shorten what is an already developed plan. So the plan's already going, and you have to figure out how to do it and then meet the delivery date. And that could be because there's a new delivery date that's been imposed, a new opportunity, or an unexpected schedule delay. One of the key factors to remember is this is done without changing the scope of the program. Two techniques that are commonly used for this will be the crashing and fast tracking. Crashing is a technique that adds or adjusts current resources to compress the schedule while maintaining the integrity of the project scope. There's a bit of caution when using crashing, as it results in increased costs and may also increase the risk. So essentially, it trades time for money. And then, like I said, there's the other method would be the fast tracking. You use fast tracking where things were originally aligned to be sequential. Everything was linear. You had a plan. One thing was supposed to happen after the next. But with fast tracking, you actually go ahead and what we call stacking. You actually try to do some of these tasks simultaneously to ensure that you get your bang for your buck. You're doing, working things on different levels and trying to meet these, and you essentially shorten the time by doing these sequentially versus doing them. I'm sorry, not sequentially, but doing them simultaneously versus sequentially. The activities basically are overlapped. You can either start earlier than you had planned. Some of the activities require different resources, maybe combined activities to schedule and decrease time. All of this is with the intent of shortening the length of the project. Some of the setbacks to the fast tracking will be they usually do create rework because you do have things going on simultaneously, so you may have to do some rework. It does increase the risk, and it requires more attention to communication. So the key points I wanted to make sure you did. Unrealistic timeframes can be a problem. You need to make sure that you do your best as a project manager to try to set realistic timeframes, and also to convey that to the stakeholders and clients if you have an issue with the timeframe that they are proposing. And then 2 methods to actually address that: the crashing and the fast tracking. Thank you, and you all have a great week.